groups out, we might drop to 12% or 13%. Essentially, this ruling is a way to keep ADOS from actually being part of this industry. Let's talk. So we look at Rich Paul and we start to ask the question, if he's doing this without a bachelor's degree, what does he need the bachelor's degree for? What does it actually add that makes it more protective for actual players that use agents? It doesn't seem like much. What it does do is allow white folks to have a significant advantage in terms of their ability to access this. It's great that he's helping poor people, but this is about an idea that we need to focus in on the consequence of being black in America. And we can't then, if we're going to focus in on it, if we're going to create ADOS, if we're going to push for reparations and get it on the presidential stage, if we're going to do this work, LeBron has to be part of that project, or when these things happen to him, he got to go it alone. Now, some people will say he not.
Hey, what's going on, fam? So today I want to do a real quick video. It's going to be food for thought. The clips you just saw before you hear me start speaking was clips from a video from Tone Talks called "What Does Black Celebrity Owe Us for Our Support?" And as you can see in those two clips, now I'm going to put the link to the whole video, and it's not a very long video. It's only about 15 minutes, so you can listen to the whole video if you want to, if you think I'm taking anything out of context or lying or misrepresenting anything in this video. The link will be in the description box. You can check it out for yourself, but I don't have any reason to lie. But the two clips you just saw from the video that I'm kind of responding to and using as a reference video for this topic are my own video. Obviously, you just saw the first part of the clip. You just saw Tone say that basically the Rich Paul rule and the LeBron, the Rich Paul NCAA situation, that rule that was put in place, which was being called the Rich Paul rule by many in the media and by LeBron James and Rich Paul and his associates. You saw him admit that this was based in racism and meant to lock ADOS out and give white people a significant advantage in accessing the market of being an agent for NBA players, which is a very lucrative career, obviously. But then you see in the second clip, now this is all from the same video. In the next clip, you see Antonio Moore say, even with that being the case, that this is a racist act that can affect other black people other than just Rich Paul and LeBron James. He says, because LeBron is not out here supporting reparations and ADOS, he pretty much has to go it alone. Which, that's fine. I'm not necessarily having a problem with that in itself. What I have a problem with is when we try to keep that same energy with black celebrities and very wealthy black people across the board. Because, again, now, I know obviously it's plainly obvious that I've kind of taken more so Tariq Nasheed's side in this Tariq Nasheed versus Antonio Moore and Yvette Carnell situation. But let's put that aside. Seriously, let's put that aside. Whatever it takes for you to do, pretend I never said that. Pretend I'm not disagreeing with that. All right, fine. You don't have to ignore it. But what I'm saying is, let's set it aside for a minute. And I want these questions answered honestly, because people who are on Yvette and Tone's side, they say that it's okay for Yvette and Tone to ask questions about the conference, and it's okay for them to disagree with him about his statement about Trump and all of this. So if all of that's okay, and it's okay, and Trump and Tariq is a narcissist for responding the way he did, please, y'all don't also be narcissists by not giving this the proper, what I'm saying in this video, the proper respect. I'm went off on this little side tangent to basically say, please don't continue to be a hypocrite. Put whatever feelings you have about Tariq and me and whatever we've said about Yvette and Tone in the past to the side, and please just answer me a legitimate question. What is the difference between LeBron James situation and Byron Allen situation. Both are fighting a racist rule or a racist law or an attempt to um, put in a racist rule or law, because what the NCAA did was actually put in what can be construed as a racist law rule. The, the Comcast, they're trying to protect a non-racist law like the Civil Rights Act or a law that's meant to protect against racism. But their Comcast is not trying to put in a new law that is like the NCAA. But at the end of the day, they are both taking political legal actions that are meant to put in place policies or laws or remove policies or laws that will have an effect of having a racist effect on black people's opportunities. So basically what they're essentially both doing, if we boil it down, is fighting for black people's opportunities. So if they're both fighting for black people's opportunities, but LeBron James doesn't deserve our support because he doesn't support us as the grassroots black collective, what has Byron Allen done to support us as the grassroots black collective? This is an honest question. This is not me, again, however you feel about Tariq Nasheed and all of that stuff, or the fact that I defended him, please put that to the side and just answer me a logical question. What is the difference between LeBron James and Byron Allen? Byron Allen has not come out and made a statement in support of the ADOS movement. Byron Allen has not said, to my knowledge, that black people, black Americans in particular, deserve reparations. Byron Allen has not spoken against police brutality. I have never heard Byron Allen speak on black on anything until his Breakfast Club interview. And again, Antonio Moore was supporting him before that time. And you want to tell me, I know people want to tell me, well, the Civil Rights Act, we got to protect the Civil Rights Act because that's going to hurt all of us. Well, no, it's not. Because this Civil Rights Act that you're particularly talking about, that's to protect black business contractors. I'm not a black business contractor. Like Yvette and Tone always say, the middle black family worth $1,700. The very bottom of our people are worth less than $1. So again, legitimate question. I don't have the money to be in that position to be fighting for a contract with some business. I'm working for the businesses who have contracts with big corporations or government or whatever. I'm not in a position to own no type of company that's going to be fighting for a contract. So how does that personally benefit me? Just like people will say, well, hey, I don't really have to fight for this NCAA rule because it doesn't personally benefit me, or, to protect black people's rights to be, NBA agents. If we don't have to fight for LeBron James because what he's fighting for is more directly beneficial to him than it is to the grassroots masses, it's the same for Byron Allen. This is going to get him a big $1 billion bag, not me. So again, and what has Byron Allen done before that Breakfast Club interview, or aside from that Breakfast Club interview? What has Byron Allen said or done for the grassroots black collective that would tell you that he deserves our support? I want anybody that's watching this video, and please, Yvette and Tone supporters, I want y'all to answer this question for me. What does black celebrity owe us for our support? That's what Tone said. So why isn't the same standard being applied to Byron Allen? That's my question. My other question is, since we are so concerned, and that's why I have this screenshot or this screen capture up on the video, up on the screen. If we're so concerned about affiliations or insinuations that we could be affiliated with Trump, why are we fighting so hard for Byron Allen, who's a partner with a broadcasting group that's openly pro-Trump? Byron Allen is in business partnership with Sinclair Broadcasting Group, which has been a pro-Trump organization since before Byron Allen went into business with them. So if we're starting beefs with our allies, and create and starting and sowing the seeds of fissures and division in the ADOS and FBA movements. Why haven't we gone at Byron Allen for his association with Trump and the fact that ADOS has been backing him and putting themselves in a position to look like they are either funded by Trump supporters or they are going out of their way to back and support black Trump supporters? Byron Allen is doing business with a pro-Trump broadcasting group and is a major business partner with them. He's also a business partner with people associated with CBS who are behind that Bob Hart's Abishola show. Again, these are legitimate questions. This is not me trolling. I'm not making any personal attacks. I'm just asking questions because certain things do not add up to me. Why are we withholding support from LeBron James, but not Byron Allen? And again, please don't give me this straw man babble about how the Civil Rights Act is going to benefit us and or harm us if we don't have it. Because it's not going to harm me because I'm not in a position, because the particular act that they're fighting for is protection for black business contractors. You have to have capital to have a business. Remember, we don't have money. We only got $1,700. We can't even afford to have more than one political conference in a year, let alone run a business all year. I don't have that kind of money, so that's not going to benefit me. So don't tell me that LeBron James situation is not really something that's going to affect black people, but Byron Allen's situation is. Because as I just played in those clips, you have from Tone's own mouth saying that this is a racist act meant to affect other black people besides just Rich Paul. As a matter of fact, this rule can affect Rich Paul because he's already an agent. So Rich Paul has no reason to really fight this rule because it can't harm him. But Rich Paul is fighting for people who are coming behind him. He is fighting for the next Rich Paul. Because if Rich Paul was being completely selfish, he doesn't have to fight the rule. Because it can't affect him because he's already an agent. He's already grandfathered in, so it has no effect on him. So he could have just been quiet about the rule. Byron Allen, if he loses that case, that will hurt him. If Rich Paul doesn't get this NCAA rule thrown out, it doesn't hurt him because he's grandfathered in. If Byron Allen loses the case, it does hurt him. So what it sounds like to me, unless somebody, some Yvette or Tone supporter can offer me a logical explanation as to why this is not true, it sounds like to me that Yvette and Tone are using the ADOS movement to get Byron Allen a personal bag. And if that's not true, I need somebody to give me a logical, non-trolling reason why Byron Allen's situation is different than LeBron James' situation and why Byron Allen deserves support that LeBron James does not, when Byron Allen has never, ever, ever spoken for black people up until that Breakfast Club interview, and Tone and Yvette have been fighting for Byron Allen for almost a year before he did that interview. So don't give me this, oh, well, he got, and plus, we can look at different things LeBron James has done to speak up for the black community. He wore those I Can't Breathe shirts. He has the Promise School. LeBron James does so much charity and donating towards black. As a matter of fact, I think he might be doing more community work that benefits ADOS children than Byron Allen, because I don't even know any charities or anything that Byron Allen is involved in if we really want to be real about whose actions deserve our support. And again, these are just questions. If y'all can provide me receipts on how, Byron Allen has been a secret, secretly funding pro-black organizations for years and all of this, I might retract my statement. But at this point, I don't see any proof. Plus, and the only proof I do see is that Byron Allen is clicked in with pro-Trump business people. That's the only proof I do see. But anyway, fam, this is just another video. Food for thought. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.